Hello, Stuart here. Been a while. Been very busy. Some of you may know I didn't have him at all. Second son was born last month. Been very busy. Not had time to do anything. Bit of a special thing here. I managed to beg my wife to give me my NEO GEO AES for my birthday, which is the beginning of December instead of Christmas. So here we go. We're actually giving it a quick spin of King of Fighters 94, which is one of the many 5 games I have for it. 1, 2, 3, 4 games. Some of them can be very expensive. So here we go. Team play. I'm going to go on easy. It's rock hard. I am no good at this. I shall tell you the troubles I have had trying to get this work with the capture. First of all, I got the console, didn't have a joystick, because it was very cheap. I went and bought a joystick. Very good, I must say. Got it from Japan. Hardly a mark on it. I must say, literally is hardly a mark on it. Anyway, here we go. Now the button configuration. If you've ever seen a AES joystick, all the buttons are in a line. So, and where you would have, on a traditional 6-button joystick, where in the traditional 6-button joystick you'd have all the punch ones together and all the kick ones together. It's not like that on this. Button A is light punch, button B is light kick, and then C is heavy punch and then heavy kick after that. So, yeah, it takes a bit getting used to. I'd rather have the 2 punch buttons together and then the 2 kick buttons together. It does get very confusing. Anyway, back to my story. Got a joystick, got this all fine and dandy. Didn't know if it was PAL NTSC. I found out it was actually a PAL Neo Geo. Looked at how to get it modified. Now, here I came across 2 issues. Number one, there are so many revisions of this damn machine. It's hard to find any information. Let's check up ourselves, shall we? It's hard to find out anything about the machine. So yeah, my first thing I was looking at was the power supply. I've heard people say you can actually use a Mega Drive plug because it requires 10 volts. So great, I had a Mega Drive one. So, but the Mega Drive one I got with it was a 9 volt one, which is the Mega Drive 2 one. So I looked into it, turned over my console. It doesn't tell you which ports which you actually need, which power supply you need. It just says use AES Pro Power. Now, when I've looked stuff up, it says when you have a Pro Power console, it requires a 5 volt power supply. Now, if you've got a 5 volt power supply and you're plugging in 9 volt, you're doing it damage. So I ordered an official AES 5 volt, plugged it in, and didn't work at all. I'm pretty sure the power supply is working, but it does not require a 5 volt. And then looking into it even further, it's actually more down to the board revision you have. Whoa. It's more down to the board revision you have rather than what it says underneath it. Anyway, long story short, it looks like the 10 volt one is correct, but I plugged in my Mega Drive 1 one, which is a full 10 volts, and not the one I got with it, which is 9 volts, and it actually sorted out a few sound issues I had. Oh. So that's the first thing I got sorted out. Back to the issue of the want to make it NTSC, or 60 frames a second. Now the good thing about the Neo Geo is they tend to be quite universal. There's no region locking on. and all the cartridges have got all the different variations on it. So if you put your cartridge into a European one, it actually plays it as a European game. Plug it into a Japanese one, it plays it as a Japanese game, complete with Japanese text and change in names or whatever. So that's quite good. I had a quick look, and with my board, which is a 3-3, apparently apparently there's a... Oh, what? Why did this go through mine? Apparently you just need to... Oh. Now I've seen when I'm dizzy like that, my players actually can help me. Hey. What was I saying? Yeah, I had a quick look, and apparently mine was as simple as removing a resistor. Because basically, look at the board, there's two areas. One, it says PAL 1 as a resistor, and there's a section which says PAL 2 as a resistor, and next one says NTSC. And I've heard if the NTSC pins are jumped, you've got an NTSC board. But apparently to make it NTSC or run at 60 frames a second, you just remove the resistor on this PAL 2 section. So I did that this afternoon, and it seemed to have worked, running at 60 frames a second, and it's filled up the screen. And apparently it's running at PAL 60, not NTSC. And apparently it's actually even better, because the colour schemes... Oh... So, happy about that. The final thing is, I couldn't capture anything. When I plugged this stuff into the capture machine, it was probably picking up about half the frames, if that. Sometimes it wasn't picking up anything. I changed the cables, I changed everything, put the console straight into my capture device instead of using this switch to actually put it in the television at the same time. It made no difference. Then I actually looked into it, and it seems the NEO GEO doesn't work at the NTSC standard of 59.94 frames a second. And again, there's a variation of motherboard with this. The early ones run at 59.1 frames a second, and the new ones run at 61 frames a second, 61.3 something, or 61.18, I believe it is. And some televisions can't even handle that. So if you've got a television that handles that and actually displays fine, you're actually quite lucky. If you plug it into an LCD, you most probably won't be able to see anything. But my capture card wasn't liking it. So I was just about to do a on-screen camera capture when I thought, do you know what, I'll change the drivers on my capture card, because my capture card is from StarTech, but it looks like it's a copy of... Oh, he's flashing light. It's a carbon copy of another one. Oh, what's underneath it? Which is a lot more expensive, and the drivers are actually interchangeable. And I was using the drivers from the other manufacturer, not the manufacturer my card is, because you can change the brightness and things like that on it. You got a bit more control. But do you know what I thought? Do you know what? I'll give it a go. I'll put the other drivers on. See if it makes any difference. And lo and behold, it did. It actually captures fine. I hope it captures fine, because I'm playing. And it says recording. So that is my story of actually getting my AES probably about I think I got it like first week of December, and I've literally only been able to capture on it, and I've only been recently oh you sod confident enough of playing on it without blowing the bugger up. I have no idea how I did that. Oh, I'm flashing now, buddy. So yes, games I've got King of Fighters 2001. I have this, King of Fighters 94. I have Art of Fighting, which I got with the console. And I have Samurai Spirits. Samurai Spirits. Oh, bollocks. It was also called Samurai Showdown in the West. And an example of, like I said, how all the game variations are on one cartridge, depends on the machine. I've got the Japanese Samurai Spirits cartridge from Japan, instructions in Japanese. The cartridge is called Samurai Spirits, not Samurai Showdown. I plug it in here and it says Samurai Showdown and all the text is in English. Oh, you sod. So they're the massive 4 games I have got. Oh, come on. So, that's my latest story of what's been happening. I am sorry I've been away for so long. Thank you for my subscribers who've been sticking with me. I've also, I think I've gained a couple. Oh, I think I gained a couple while I was oh, while I was like, come on. Oh, he moved out the way. No, Ralph. Oh, right in the chops. So there we go. That is 11 minutes of gameplay. Thank you very much for watching. I shall leave you there before I bore you. Ooh, nice. So, as usual, ooh, vigorous girls. Look pretty strong too. Oomph. I do want you to win. Ha ha ha. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm probably gonna not talk as much now. I'm gonna keep playing. If you want to watch, keep watching. See how I do. It's on easy. It's like the second time I played this. Ooh. So, as always, thank you for watching. Leave a comment if you have any. Stop it. Yeah, leave a comment if you like. It's nice when you do. Until next time, everyone, have fun gaming, and Merry Christmas if I don't see you beforehand. Everybody say hello to Sam.
Say hello, mate.
He's asleep.